It's the summer solstice extravaganza, a festival unlike any other in the world. Join us for 5 days and 5 nights in the beautiful Caribbean island of Antigua. Come and full enjoy the pristine, beautiful beaches, the historical sites on the island tour. Indulge in the experience of the cannabis tour. And of course, the sunrise and the sunset hike to Green Castle Hill, the Stonehenge of the Caribbean, amongst the megaliths that align with the stars. Remember that this is an all-inclusive wellness event. To include your plant-based, fully vegan meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, transportation and accommodation will be provided for, plus yoga, meditation, and chalice talk with the Honorable Priest Isaac, plus meet and greet with family and friends, and the whole Rastafari experience Antigua. Join us again from the 19th to the 23rd of June for the summer solstice extravaganza. To reserve your space today, visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Yes, royal family, blessed love, give thanks for your presence with us. Of course, we glorify Haile Selassie the First. Honorable Priest Isaac here with you, just reminding you of this evening's Tiger's Nest, 7 p.m. sharp, Eastern Caribbean time, where Radio Anu, the international flavor, the universal spice, and we're talking about the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge website, priestisaacinstitute.com. The link is in the description below. Now, family, listen to this. This evening, we're going to be having a very serious program. We are going to be going into the time that Haile Selassie would have spent in Bath on a different level. Yes, you're going to be hearing from an author. You're going to be hearing from a writer by the name of Keith Bowers, and he will be speaking in some detail as it relates to the time that Haile Selassie again would have spent in exile. But what I wanted to highlight right now is the regal position of Haile Selassie I. I'm talking about the royalty of the King of Kings. Many people do not know. You see, when you speak about Haile Selassie I going to Djibouti to catch the train and then to go to Jerusalem, then to go to London, and of course to go to Geneva, Switzerland, to appear before the League of Nations, we need to understand why that mission was made. We need to comprehend that the emperor did not go to spend 3.5 years in London. The emperor went to appeal to the League of Nations, then to get the backative that he was supposed to get, and then return to Ethiopia to fulfill the mission. But of course, we all know that it was a part of the plot. It was a part of the plan to definitely keep Ethiopia on the feet. But many ones did not expect that the Lion of Judah would have conquered. Of course, we know that he did. But my point is, we all know that even the tabloids of the day were talking about, the emperor left Ethiopia with this heap of money and that heap of money. But the emperor clearly showed us that he left Ethiopia with enough money to take care of himself, his family, and all of his exiles until he returned. But then the time frame which they expected to stay abroad was seriously extended because, again, the League of Nations did not live up to their protocol or to their constitution, to their mandate of collective security. They just, threw that in the rubbish. So Haile Selassie I eventually bought Fairfields, that's in Bath, where he stayed for the rest of his remaining time in England, in what is referred to as exile. Now, the reason why I'm bringing all of this up, because Haile Selassie did leave Ethiopia with a good amount of money. Yeah. Do you know when the emperor went to Switzerland and he returned back to England, he spent some time in the spas of Bath, recuperating, you know. It was a very expensive trip, plus taking care of not only family, but all the exiles. I want you to hear this good. When the emperor was leaving Ethiopia and he went to Djibouti to catch the train, it is said that he had 150 people with him. Listen to me good. He had 100 boxes of gold coins. Listen good, no man. The emperor came with his Cadillac and his Buick with all intention of putting these vehicles on the ship as he was on his way, not to no exile. He was on his way to approach the League of Nations in Switzerland. And this is how the King of Kings was rolling. I want you to listen to this. And this is just a small excerpt of what we will be presenting this evening. And this here specifically, again, is coming from the Royal Bath Royal Literary and Scientific Institute. And the presentation was given by one Mr. Keith Bowers. And listen to what he has to say about when the emperor was on his way to Switzerland, leaving Ethiopia, going to Djibouti to catch the ship known as the Enterprise. Are you following me, family?
To Djibouti, where it was arranged that a British naval ship would pick him up. Now, the captain of that naval ship, which was called the Enterprise, he wasn't called Captain Kirk, although he did have a captain's log, Captain Morgan. And this is an extraordinary account of what happened when he arrived in his ship in Djibouti to pick up the royal party. He was expecting maybe 12 in the emperor's family and 7 or 8 servants.
Listen.
Instead, he found 150 people waiting on the quayside, 100 chests of Maria Thaler coins that were going to be used for the emperor's expenses, a couple of lions, a Cadillac and a Buick. The emperor was also liked cars and planes. He liked modern things. He was trying to already modernize Ethiopia.
You understand? The king came with 150 people. 100 boxes of golden coins. The king had 2 lions and his Cadillac and his Buick ready to roll.
And so the captain was there for the dilemma. What do I do? How do I cope with this? And after a series of negotiations, he agreed to take 50 people. He took the money, but unfortunately the lions and the cars were left behind. And then the ship set sail up the Red Sea. It docks at Haifa, and the emperor and his wife and his family stay in Jerusalem for a while. Where they
so you get that. So, and I'm just highlighting this evening on the Tiger's Nest. I will go a bit deeper, but you see, the reason why I'm doing the program tonight is so that many of us who, in many cases, you know, we are very we like to romanticize on our history, but we like to look at things realistically here on the Tiger's Nest. Yes, the emperor left with boxes of golden coins. That's not no propaganda. That's the truth. In those days, it wasn't credit card and debit card and all of that. You got to move with boxes of gold, and that's what was going on, so that justice could be served. And as the emperor clearly said, that was not even nearly enough for our state. We had no intention of staying so long in England. And then at the same time, I'm just showing you how the king rolled. The king did not leave Ethiopia to go and ride in no train, to ride in no taxi, to sit down on no beach chair. The emperor moved with his Cadillac. He moved with his Buick. That's how the emperor rolls, in Rolls Royce. Yeah. In fact, I'm sure we all know that Ethiopian sign is the sign of the Mercedes Benz. So yeah, that's the King of Kings. But let me remind your family this evening, 7 p.m. sharp. We're going to go deeper into this. You're going to hear some things tonight you never heard before as it relates to Haile Selassie and the time in so-called exile when he went really to approach the League of Nations. The king didn't leave Ethiopia to go to England and spend no time. The king left to go and address the League of Nations and to seek for justice. Family, remember the link is in the description below this video, and press the thumbs up button while you're at it. Love, Rastafari. Give thanks for your presence.
Prosperity is a herbal remedy that has been naturally designed to nourish the prostate gland. Prosperity uses a combination of leaves, roots, and barks to create a tincture designed to nourish your prostate gland. It also will assist in prostate-related issues such as erectile dysfunction, swollen prostates, and problems related to the passage of urine. Call or WhatsApp 728-8289, 728-8289 and get your bottle today. Prosperity.